Salutations, dear viewers. You're on with NeXeN of the Vast Nexus, and welcome to Let's Play Super Metroid. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally here. I'll elaborate more on exactly why I say that when I get into it. New game.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
That'll last all of 5 minutes. The backstory, drenched in atmosphere. I love this intro. It'd be nice if it was skippable, though. Just throwing it out there. About, 30 years too late, but whatever. Well, not 30, but near enough 30. Speaking of Metroid 2, I hope that the purists don't take offense at the fact that I have an AM2R image on the left-hand border, because, Samus Returns, not my preferred Metroid 2 remake. As anybody who watched my AM2R Let's Play will attest. Yeah, Metroid's producing energy. They're kind of energy vampires. They literally suck energy out of any organic system or technology in the vicinity. I'm not sure about producing energy. I know they produce a shield, which is why you have to freeze them before you can missile them into oblivion, but they're basically little jellyfish vampires. I mean, trying to harness them for the good of galactic civilization is bound to end well. Then again, this is the start of the game, so naturally, it didn't. And Samus has her game face on. And so do I. But you're not going to see it. So yeah, I will go into greater detail about how this Let's Play was so long and so painful in the making. I feel like I gave birth to my own Xeno chest baby. It's just a cursed Let's Play. Which is a shame, because this game deserves so much better than a cursed Let's Play. Maybe it's me that's cursed, I don't know. Ooh, they did. And the larva's gone. I'm not calling it the baby. Other M, get out of here. It's the larva. The baby, dear God. Once it starts, it'll never stop. It's the larva. What's it doing here? Who dat? And here's where we mash buttons. I have never beaten Ridley in this section because of garbage like that. Can you just, like, saw it? Oh, come on! Breathe fire! I'm not good at dodging that. Whoa. No, stop. I know you're doing what I told you to do, but stop doing what I told you to do. Oh, wait, there's a ceiling? And where is he flying? Oh, come on! Yeah, nope. Missed that one again. Oh! Just get out the way! Okay, point of clarification. Did he trigger the self-destruct? Did I trigger the self-destruct? Who be destructing right now? Oh, it's not good. Doors are shaking. Pipes are bursting. The literal ceiling is falling down. And it's the Leaning Tower of Ceres. Oh, come on. Oh, God. Let me get up there. Let me get up there. Good showcase for the Super Nintendo's processing capabilities at the time. They could take the whole map and flip it around. God, I love that in Super Castlevania. Oh, God. A Castlevania Let's Play. Oh, what a horrible night to have a curse. That is my literal nightmare. Not Super Castlevania. Super Castlevania was awesome, but, like, I feel I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't go through 1, which wasn't bad, 2, which was and 3, which was I might have just peeked the mic, I don't know. You'll have to live with it. That's how I feel about trying to do Super Castlevania. The game itself is fine, but there's existential baggage, and it's gonna suck. Okay, so now that we're on Zebes, which will look familiar to anybody who watched my Zero Mission playthrough in its entirety. I'm not naming names, you know who you are. I'm going to discuss why it has been so difficult to get here. So I recorded an entire play session of this that had an in-game time run of about 2.5 hours. But as anybody who's watched my previous videos will be aware, audio leveling has been a consistent issue. I tend to fade into the background of my own videos. While I know that my voice is not generally what everybody wants to hear, kind of the point of a Let's Play is to have some guy talking in the background, so... I mean, if you can't hear me, it turns into kind of a walkthrough with somebody muttering in the distance. Like somebody backseat gaming. Nobody wants that. So, I tried recording audio separately and then integrating it into the video. And it didn't work. It didn't work real hard. 2 different types of video editing software, and I just couldn't get it to play ball. And so here we are. Big moment, in addition. This is my first recording using OBS, Open Broadcaster Software, which allows me to level the audio as I record, so I don't have to separate the two and deal with all that nonsense ever again, hopefully. There's also fancy borders that I was able to put in. Shiny. Now, those eagle-eyed viewers who are remotely familiar with Metroid will note that, wait a minute, neither of those pictures has anything to do with Super Metroid. You would be correct. On your left is the another Metroid 2 remake ending screen. I think it's like the 3rd one. I just want to get Samus in the full suit with the backdrop. I just thought it was a cool shot. The one on the right is from Metroid Fusion, the 2D title that will follow this one. I thought it'd be good if the predecessor and the sequel bookended this playthrough. Just made sense to me. Maybe I'm being overly artsy. Maybe I'm being too creative. Maybe I'm just being an idiot. Who knows? If you're here, you're not looking for high quality. I mean, especially first time using OBS. Yeah, I have run test recordings of this game in the current audio setting, but the way it ends up after YouTube processes it, I have no idea how good it's going to come out. But it is my duty to keep calm and carry on. Ow. Oh, this shaft was fun at the end of Zero Mission. Going to be even more fun at the end of this game. Yes, that's some foreshadowing like a Sherman tank. Oh, come on. So, unlike the previous installments, to get everybody up to technical speed, best completion time for this game, or should I say the completion time for the best ending, is 3 hours instead of 2. And thank God for that. Now, of course, I will try to keep this gameplay session as compact and focused as possible. No sense dragging it out for all of you, the viewing audience. And here's a new addition to this game. Now, again, anybody who watched me play Zero Mission will know that, oh, there was map things all over that. Yeah, remake. A lot of the stuff that you've seen in my previous Metroid Let's Plays, which were both remakes, originated in this game. This is the granddaddy of the modern Metroid formula. Right up until Other M put Metroid in a coma. Not pointing fingers, Team Ninja. No, not that ninja. Was it Team Ninja? I don't know. Whoever did, like, Dead or Alive, those were the ones to blame. If you don't know what Dead or Alive is, all I know is that their Extreme Beach volleyball game, no, I'm not making that up, was well known for its jiggle physics. I mean, oh god, what more can I say? Now, one flaw with Samus that I noticed here is that right now she's supposed to have kind of conical shoulder pieces. Do those look like conical shoulder armor pads to you? No, they look spherical, like her Varia suit. Now, of course, when she turns facing the screen, they look right. But for the rest of it, they literally just decided to, like, oh, we're just gonna do the same thing and swap the palette. It worked for the original Metroid, why not do it here? Ah, Torzio. Howie. Can you not? Oh god, I did... Oh, there we go. Well, at least I cracked him without his head blowing off. That would have been graphic. Yeah, so if you get him to a certain damage level, his head literally falls off and he starts dripping from there, too. Is he a robot? Is he organic? Who knows? It's Chozo. I mean, I don't even think they knew what they were making. If they did, they wouldn't have made the Metroids. Spoilers. God, every time I drop like an S, the microphone pops. I'm sorry about that, but I literally don't know why it's happening. Never used to happen. Just started all of a sudden. It's the same microphone I've been using. So yeah, if this game is, if it looks like it feels different, which, that's a weird thing to say, if it looks like it feels different, it should, because Samus is still kind of floaty and slow in this game. She's not quite as zippity fast as in Zero Mission, or even more so AM2R. And I gotta say, it's a weird feeling, because I like how zippity fast Samus was in AM2R. She's pretty agile in Fusion, too, which we haven't gotten to yet. I still have yet to do my run of that game where I, you know, make sure I know where everything is before I actually try going for a 100% completion run in under 2 hours, because once I get back to Metroid Fusion, it's back to that old 2-hour, gotta get it done by then limit. Actually, this is my second attempt recording this with OBS. The first time, I forgot to hit record. True story. Oh, boy. I promise you, I'm not a moron. Usually. Energy tank. Now we can tank more damage. Yeah, I know. Tanks for nothing. And these guys need missiles until we get a beefier beam. Give me the beefy beam. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, gimme. Ah. You know what? Since I have the 3 hours, I'm going to take a little detour here just to show all of you something. Last time, it was a couple of heads that we had to open. It was a bridge in the original Metroid. Now it's this weird statue. We can see Kraid. Ridley's fairly obvious. We've already seen him in this very game. But we also have Phantoon with the yellow orb, and Dragon with the blue one. Wedged in there. Yes, giving Samus, like, a sprint button and a sprint function is kind of unique to this game, because in the other games, either she's moving at full speed or she's not moving at all. I mean, those later installments altered how the Shine Spark worked and expanded upon it, but other than that, you know. So a little recap of what just happened. Where we first went was Old Brinstar, and then from there into Old Turian. Actually, reverse that. We went into Old Turian first. If I sound a little... I want to give this Let's Play as much energy as I have. This game deserves so much better than it has gotten in my recent attempts. I am of the opinion that this Let's Play, or at least the Let's Play of this game, is completely cursed. Because everything that can go wrong does. But I will persevere, because Super Metroid is an icon. It's a legend, and it deserves the best, which it's not going to get from me, but I'm going to try hard. Okay, I don't know why the morph ball's being weird. God, none of my hardware is working right. It's just all... It's cursed. It's just cursed. I don't know what it is. Oh, come on. There we go. Nah, we're not going to bother with that yet. That's a save room. That's a room that leads to... I think it's a missile replenishment station. Luckily, we don't need to go there yet. Yes, this installment was the first... Well, wait, no. Save stations existed since Metroid 2, and Metroid 2 also had energy and missile recharges. Although AM2R, which, if you're following my Let's Play series, will be the version of Metroid 2 that you saw, consolidated save stations and recharge stations into one thing. Thank God for that. You do not want to know how difficult it was originally. It was absolutely terrible. Hang on. I have the 3 hours. Last time I tried to cut corners and I suffered for it. Let's see if I'm going to just really bite on the wall jump like I did last time. Oh, yes. Usually you have to wait till you get the grapple beam before you can get there. Suck it, sequence. I broke you. Oh, pro. 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 Gotta stop saying pro. I totally am not. I am so not pro. My God. I mean, I'm certainly not the first person to fly the flag without actually... Oh, God. If you heard a big bong, it's my dumb phone, because some people don't appreciate that I am trying to record right now. Okay, there's more power-ups there, but we can't reach them. Okay. That's a door that we can't open yet. So we got the charge beam, which also allows us to do a poor man's version of the screw attack, the charge jump. I'm not wasting it on that small fry. Ha! There we go. So we did a fake boss battle with Ridley. Then we had our first formal boss battle against Torzio, a Chozo statue, or something vaguely resembling a Chozo statue. And now we're going to have another boss fight against Spore Spawn. If you watch my Zero Mission Let's Play, that remake incorporated an enemy called the Ensnared Kiruchiru, which was inspired by this boss fight. It was right before Ridley's lair at the bottom of Norfair. You remember. Oh, got 2 missiles in that time. I mean, this boss fight's another, like, getting you up to speed, because he literally replenishes your items with these spores. All you gotta do is not let him slam into you like I am. Okay, I am in the zone. I am Samus Aran. No, it's not weird. Oh, come on. Yeah. Missiles out. He's got to stop at some point. Just the one. My proness, I used it all on the lesser enemies. What was I thinking? It's more along the lines of wherever this guy decides he actually wants to stop this, like, wobbling back and forth nonsense. Like I said, this is a trainer boss fight. The training wheels are still very much on right now, because, I mean, look at this. Look at this nonsense. Ow! I'm not even bothering with the spores, I'm just waiting for him to stop. Spore spawn, you're being a problem. I will weed you out. There we go. We are technically still in Brinstar, but Brinstar, if you'll remember, used to be blue and rocky. This is the so-called green area of Brinstar. Well, not this area right here. It just turned brown after we killed that overgrown weed. Ow. Now, I am hoping that this will be one continuous play session. My last attempt at this game was not, and it was full of problems. I've already gone into that. I'm probably going to mention that over and over and over again. Not because I'm trying to torture you, but because I can't get it out of my head that I have to do this all over again. I love this game. It's the reason why I'm doing it all over again. I am happy to. It's just aggravating that I had to. I mean, I'm gonna have to do Metroid Fusion twice, and that game I'm not so happy about having to do twice. I don't hate Metroid Fusion in the same sense that so many Metroid fans do. In fact, Metroid Fusion was the first Metroid game I ever played. I know, gasp from everyone, yeah. Especially the people who know Metroid, the Metroid fans, they're just gonna be like, oh, Fusion was your introduction to the series? You got shafted. That game was garbage. I wouldn't go garbage. It was just a different take on the Metroid formula. Give it a break. Ah, hidden power-ups. Believe me, this is not the most insidiously concealed one that we're going to encounter this game. The mapping system in this game can be deceiving. There will be power-ups in rooms, hidden in blocks, that you won't even know are there. Fun. I mean, I will, but the first time I played this, I did it with the benefit of a walkthrough. Actually, I don't think I've played a Metroid game without the benefit of a walkthrough. Can I get a super missile off of one of you? No. Oh, yes. Yes, there we go. So, on this little spike trap thing, it is sufficient to just... Hop. Hop. Oh, you... Rapid fire now, huh? So that's how it's gonna be. Still technically in Brinstar. Welcome to the weird red shaft thing. Oh. That leads me to a recharge station, doesn't it? Oh, no, there's a... Oh, no, yeah. Oh, no, yeah, yeah. I'm thinking about the power bomb door up top. That leads me to the X-ray visor? I mean, unlike AM2R, we can go, like, full sequence breaking in this game. Although in this game, the space jump and the bomb jump are by far the hardest to execute of the games I've played so far. For instance, we've already sequence broken to get that missile tank. And now we're going to sequence break to get the spazer early. Normally you'd need the high jump before you could get up here, but a little wall jump and pay dirt. And that's 3 beams, triple the attack power, which is why you can't stack the spazer and the plasma beam. It would just break the game. Of course, you have the plasma beam combined with the wave beam, and it's basically the exact same thing. Oh. Yeah, those things don't damage you, but they always pull you onto something that will, like those spikes. Oh, Meridia. Yep, if you watch my Zero Mission playthrough, you'll know what that is. Meridia was a genuine pain last time around. I'm not looking forward to trying it again. I could fight Kraid before I get the high jump boots, but it's tricky. You know what? I'm feeling like a cool dude. I'm going to show you some tricks. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you'll come back for the rest, and as always, fare thee well.